The OPEC meeting refers to a regular gathering of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, an intergovernmental organization made up of 13 member countries. These meetings are crucial in setting the global oil policy, including decisions on oil production levels, supply quotas, and pricing strategies. The main purpose of these meetings is to coordinate and unify the petroleum policies of OPEC members and ensure the stabilization of the oil market. What is OPEC? OPEC is an organization of oil-producing countries that collaborate on policies related to the production and export of petroleum. OPEC was founded in 1960 and currently has 13 member countries: Algeria, Angola, Congo, Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Libya, Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, UAE, and Venezuela. These countries collectively control a significant portion of the world's oil reserves and oil production, making their decisions highly influential in global oil prices and market dynamics. What happens in an OPEC meeting? During OPEC meetings, member countries discuss a variety of issues related to the global oil market, such as production cuts or increases. OPEC often agrees to adjust oil production quotas to maintain a balance between supply and demand. A production cut is typically used when there's an oversupply in the market and prices are falling. Conversely, if there's an oil shortage or rising prices, OPEC may agree to increase production. Price stabilization is another focus, as OPEC aims to maintain stable oil prices by managing production levels. Volatility in oil prices can be harmful to both producers and consumers, so OPEC decisions often focus on reducing price fluctuations. The group assesses global economic conditions, geopolitical events, and energy transitions. For example, changes in demand due to economic slowdowns, energy shifts like the rise of renewable energy, or geopolitical tensions in key oil-producing regions often influence their decisions. New members or alliances can also be discussed during OPEC meetings. For example, the OPEC Plus alliance, which includes non-OPEC countries like Russia, has been an important factor in influencing global oil production decisions. A key aspect of OPEC meetings is deciding on each member's production quota. These quotas dictate how much oil each country is allowed to produce within the agreed limit, with the goal of maintaining the balance between supply and demand. OPEC Plus and its role in meetings. The OPEC Plus group refers to OPEC members along with non-OPEC oil-producing countries, most notably Russia. OPEC Plus was formed in 2016 to extend OPEC's reach and involve larger producers like Russia in decisions that affect global oil markets. This coalition has proven influential in shaping global oil production and prices. Typical agenda of an OPEC meeting includes a review of current market conditions, a thorough analysis of oil prices, supply and demand projections, and the economic outlook. Production quota adjustments may be made based on current and forecasted market conditions. For example, during times of global economic downturns, OPEC might decide to reduce output to prevent oil prices from falling too low. Consideration of external factors such as geopolitical events, changes in the global economy, or emerging technologies like the growth of electric vehicles may also be discussed. These factors can influence demand for oil or affect global supply chains. Energy transition and sustainability discussions may include OPEC's approach to energy transition, including investments in cleaner technologies and how OPEC countries can manage the shift towards renewable energy while balancing their oil production. Why are OPEC meetings important? OPEC meetings have a direct influence on global oil prices, as decisions about production quotas can either increase or decrease oil supply, which in turn impacts prices. OPEC's efforts to manage oil supply are meant to avoid extreme price volatility, ensuring more predictable costs for both oil-producing and oil-consuming nations. Decisions made at OPEC meetings have a geopolitical impact. For example, changes in oil production could affect the economies of major oil-importing nations, such as the United States, China, or India. OPEC plays a significant role in shaping the energy policies of oil-consuming nations. It can indirectly influence decisions on energy diversification and renewable energy investments. OPEC is often tasked with balancing the diverse interests of its member countries. Some countries may want to produce more oil to generate additional revenue, while others may want to limit production to keep prices high. OPEC meetings are crucial for finding compromises between these interests. Recent OPEC meetings and their impact include the COVID-19 pandemic, during which OPEC and OPEC Plus held emergency meetings to address the massive drop in global oil demand due to lockdowns and travel restrictions. This led to historic production cuts to stabilize the market. Geopolitical tensions often influence OPEC meetings, such as tensions in the Middle East, changes in U.S. foreign policy, or sanctions on key oil producers like Iran and Venezuela. These tensions can disrupt oil supply, and OPEC meetings often address such issues. In recent years, the OPEC Plus coalition has become more influential, with agreements made to cut oil production to support prices during challenging times. For example, after the COVID-19 crisis, OPEC Plus agreed to historically high production cuts to stabilize the market. OPEC holds regular meetings every 6 months to review market conditions and set policy. However, extraordinary meetings may be held if there are significant changes in the market or if urgent action is required. The OPEC Plus meetings are typically held monthly or quarterly to review production levels and adjust quotas based on market conditions. In conclusion, OPEC meetings are significant events where member countries discuss and decide on key issues related to global oil supply and prices. These meetings are crucial for understanding the direction of oil markets, and decisions made during them can have far-reaching consequences for both oil-producing and oil-consuming countries. OPEC Plus has further extended the influence of these meetings, including countries outside of OPEC, such as Russia, to stabilize the global oil market.